That's a great picture.
Oh my gosh, gorgeous.
Welcome
You
to
are a
Funderdome.
gorgeous man.
Oh, come on, James. Why are you gonna be?
I just wanted to compliment this
Chan.
beautiful man that's on the feed.
What's it like, Chan, to have somebody stomp all over your intro? Hurts, doesn't it?
No, it's great because here's the thing. This is for the patrons. They're already on board, so we can get as just goddamn loosey goosey as we wanna. Almost.
Chan, language.
Funderdome. It's a mini version of the traditional Who Would Win episode. The first debater will have 1 minute to debate. Their opponent will have 1 minute to debate. The first debater will have a final 30 seconds rebuttal, and then the judge will decide who wins. The combatants are here in this envelope, which is definitely an envelope for the combatants and not a Capital One ad for 0% annual fee. Hey. The first debater rotates every week. This week, James goes first. Here's your battle.
Wait, didn't James go first last time?
No.
No, that was you.
No.
I'm glad somebody's keeping track.
Yeah, I have this written down here for crying out loud.
I'm not that guy.
Since I'm both host and judge this week, we needed something I could be completely unbiased about.
Oh boy, yeah, great. Okay, here we go.
The Who Would Win Brain Trust gave me carte blanche with this, so your opponents, if you'll please look at my Zoom window. James, you are repping
better be that old picture.
10-year-old me.
Yeah, there we go.
10-year-old me with that weird-ass puppet. The puppet is possessed by Charles Lee Ray, a.k.a. Brad Dorr from Child's Play,
Yeah, so that's
who
Chucky.
has a knife.
Wow.
And
That's Chucky.
Ray, you have 20-year-old me,
That's the picture.
a.k.a. Pirate Chan.
Pirate
That
Chan.
sexy Fu Manchu mustache can grow as long and as strong and possesses the skills of the arms of Bruce Lee.
Wow.
Again,
What?
10-year-old
Wow.
me
Wow.
just take in the power there. 20-year-old me.
Oh, the close-up.
That's there. Nobody made 20-year-old Chan cut his hair like that.
That
He just
guy's
thought it was a good idea.
Dangerous. Oh,
And
that's
James,
He looks angry.
you have 60 seconds. Begin.
All right, here's the deal. 10-year-old Robert Clarke-Chan is a powerhouse. Let me explain why. First of all, he's wearing what looks like a Flash t-shirt. Not just any Flash, the blue Flash, possibly the most powerful Flash of all time, which gives Robert Clarke-Chan at 10 years old all the powers of the Flash, especially the, what's that called? The infinite mass punch. Now, in case that doesn't work, he's also sitting beside his sidekick. Obviously, that's Chucky, who's ready to absolutely destroy and wreck everything. So here's what's going to happen. 10-year-old Robert Clarke-Chan is going to use his super speed, hit his opponent super fast. 20-year-old Robert Clarke-Chan is going to be like, what the hell is happening? Hit him with infinite mass punch. As he comes back down to the planet Earth because he got hit in the air, there is a knife going stabbing McStabberson from Chucky into 20-year-old Robert Clarke-Chan. He doesn't stand a chance regardless of how fast he is because he has no idea what just hit him. That's how he wins.
Whoa, you're just gonna let that 10 seconds just go.
It's
Very nice.
too obvious how this happens.
Ray, you have 60 seconds. Begin.
The thing is, we all know that 10-year-old Robert Clarke-Chan, obviously look at him, just a lovely, lovely child, a friendly child. But we also know that Chucky in the Who Would Win show lost a battle to Peter Dinklage's Tyrion Lannister. So we already know that he can be knocked over by somebody. And look at that man. That is a dangerous individual. He's wearing a Hawaiian shirt in a Home Depot, or is that an Office Max? What I'm trying to say is this man does not give a crap about you, about your ideas, and about your defense. This is a Robert Clarke-Chan with an angry mustache, an angry haircut, and I can tell you from knowing Robert Clarke-Chan, this is the angriest version of Robert Clarke-Chan you could get on the planet. 10-year-old Chan, sweet. Even with Chucky on his side. This Chan is a stone cold killer. Those eyes alone would shoot laser beams, unfortunately, through his 10-year-old self, and I would like to believe he would bully his 10-year-old self.
You have 30 seconds, James. Have at it.
Here's the deal. You think Robert Clarke-Chan at 20 is all that, but I don't know if you notice this. In what looks like his left hand, he's got a $5 bill. that he's using to pay off whoever it is that he was about to get into a fight with, because he's just not that confident for some reason, probably going up against the 10-year-old self. That's why he doesn't look so cool. That's why he's not happy, Race to Canis, because he's like, I got to pay someone off to make them say that I would beat my 10-year-old self. Maybe he's paying off the 10-year-old self to just leave him alone. This is not a confident man. He's handing money to a 10-year-old kid, which breaks a whole bunch of laws. That's why 10-year-old Robert Clarke-Chan wins this fight.
Wow. Wow.
This is tough. This is the toughest one we've ever done. I'm not going to lie.
Now we go to the judge. Me. Me. Who wins in the battle of me versus me? 10-year-old with Chucky from Child's Play versus 20-year-old with the Bruce Lee arms for mustache.
The fans of Funderdome said more Robert Clarke-Chan. So I'm glad to see you have delivered today. That is Opa to you, sir.
And look, we are getting some suggestions that I will be using them, but this was a real special moment that I didn't think I could pass up.
Nor should you.
All right, so here's the thing, James, you brought in the Infinite Mass Punch, and I don't hate it quite as much as Ray does, but you know, it's not the biggest winner in my book. Ray, that was not a Home Depot over in Office Max. That was, in fact, Russo's bookstore in Bakersfield, California. So I don't know how you confuse a bookstore.
Obviously.
I don't know what power tools you saw in the back there.
As if Ray's been in a bookstore. I'll just leave that at that.
The only power tool I saw in that picture was 20-year-old Robert Clarke-Chan.
Wow. A bold choice to attack the judge, but I think it's going to pay off.
That was a compliment. That's a compliment.
Because, yeah, you are correct. That is the angriest version of me. I am a sweet softie now. So, I think really what it comes down to is that James suggested that a $5 payoff would be enough to get 20-year-old Chan off his back. And you know what? 20-year-old Chan worked in a bookstore, and he would have taken $5 not to destroy 10-year-old Chan. So I gotta go with James on this one.
Wow,
James,
I'm shocked.
Ray, you were more correct, but James really honed in on the ramen eating Chan of many years ago.
I'll be honest, the counterpoint of bringing in the poverty angle really, it sold it for me too. I can't even fight this one. I still feel like a 20-year-old if the fight happened. This is a real Galactus versus Santa Claus moment that we've had in Funderdome. It doesn't feel good, but I understand it.
No.
I understand.
Yeah. I mean, also, 20-year-old Chan had those Bruce Lee arms. Didn't even bring it.
Yeah, not even mentioned once.
So I mean, like, I don't know what you think you're doing, but that's not what we're doing.
You know
here.
what?
That's not
Obviously, in the heat of the unprepared moment,
Mhm.
that one got away from me.
And by the way, why Bruce Lee arms, not Bruce Lee legs? Maybe the mind of Bruce Lee.
Mhm.
You,
Well,
you just had his arms.
I mean, just imagine, Bruce Lee's arms coming off of there, as opposed to like his legs. That would be kind of weird because then his dingle dangles would be.
Oh, that's right.
And that's, I mean, come on now.
No one wants that. No one wants that.
That's weird,
Yeah.
James. That's weird. That's
weird.
Funderdome.
A 20-year-old self versus 10-year-old self also puts you on a weird type of government list. But yeah, that kind of visual. Yeah, but it's all good.
Thank you to our patrons. If you have suggestions for future segments, submit them via Twitter by DM at 999 RPMs, and I'll get to them. Also, you should reply to me because I just realized that I'm not going to see your DMs if I'm not following you. So we'll figure this out. It's a work in progress.
Fair.
Okay.